Okay, we're going to do 645, the tortoise and the hare. This is a bit of a challenging problem. It's very challenging to get the variables in exactly the right locations, but we'll focus on that. The tortoise and the hare are having a race. In this tale, the tortoise moves at 50 feet per hour, while the hare moves at 250 feet per hour. But the tortoise takes 8 hours longer than the hare to finish. So however long the hare takes, the tortoise takes that time plus 8. What was the distance of the race? So, first of all, we need to figure out how long they took, and then we can use that to figure out how far they went. So, t represents the unknown time. Okay, so time in hours that it took for the hare to complete the race. Write an expression, not an equation, representing the time it took the tortoise to finish the race. So if t is for the hare, and we know the tortoise is 8 hours longer, then the time for the tortoise is going to be t plus 8. Simple as that. If the hare is t, then the tortoise has to be t plus 8. Okay, now write two equations that represent the race, one for the hare and one for the tortoise. Okay, so if the tortoise is going 50 feet per hour, then its m, its slope, is this rate, 50. So the tortoise, its distance is going to be equal to 50 times the amount of time it took. So it's going to be t plus 8. Now we'll write one for the hare. Again, they went the same distance, so it's still y equals. But in this case, the hare went 250 times the time for the hare, which is t. Again, the tortoise is t plus 8, the hare is t. Okay, so we have these two equations. So now we're going to find the distance of the race by setting this expression, 50 times t plus 8, equal to 250t. When we do that, we get an equation that only has t and no y, allowing us to solve t, right, for time, and then we can use our t value to find y, our distance, which is the question we're actually trying to answer. So it's a bit challenging. We're using the equal values methods here, so I'm going to take this expression and set it equal to this expression. And so what we get here is a new equation that does not include y, so it's solvable. First thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to distribute. We're going to distribute the 50, and when 50 multiplies by the t, it's going to be 50t. And then it's going to be 50 times 8, so that's 50t plus 400 will be equal to 250t. Okay, now to get the t's alone, we'll subtract 50t on the left side, which means subtract 50t on both sides. And that will get us 400. 400 is equal to 200t. 400 is equal to 200t, so if we want to get t alone, we'll just divide by 200 on both sides. And that will get us t equals 2. 2. Better write the right thing. Alright, so that means t, the time the hare took, is 2 hours. The tortoise took 8 hours longer, so the tortoise must have taken 10 hours. Alright, now we're going to use the time to figure out the distance. So I can plug it into here, or I can plug it into here. I prefer this one just because it's simpler. It'll work with either one though, because this is a solution to the system, so therefore both will get the same value because it's the moment where the two equations intersect. Alright, so t equals 2, so I rewrite it as y equals 250 times 2, and therefore y equals 500, meaning the race is 500 feet long, and it takes the hare 2 hours, and if the tortoise is t plus 8, then it takes the tortoise 10 hours to go 500 feet. And that's it for that problem.